This is Doom Metal Buzzy from Benzotti Live, Metal Radio, and Musepick.net, and I am here with Gary Isom from such bands as Pentagram, Spirit Caravan, and Weed is Weed. Pleasure to meet you, Gary.
Thanks for having me.
Anytime. What was it like musically being in Pentagram, a band that we've all looked up to for years?
Oh man, they're one of my favorite bands of all time. You know, the music is undeniable. The power, the feeling is undeniable. You know, when you're up there in front of the band, you can, when I first saw them, it was like, I guess around '94, and they had Joe Hasselvander on drums and Marty Sweeney on bass and Victor and Bobby, of course. And man, they blew me away when I saw them. You know, just so heavy, just like, I mean, Joe Hasselvander, monster drummer, and the band's top-notch musicians, and it's like very, very powerful, very, very.
Victor Griffin, incredible guitar player,
fantastic, yeah. Bobby, of course, great singer, stage man. Being in Pentagram, the shows were great. You know, meeting all the people from different countries, and that's one thing I really, really enjoy when I go out on the road. And I like to check out the different cultures, and I love the different dialects of languages. And, but yeah, the shows were great. The fans are top notch. Undeniable. Great band. Dealing with Bobby is another story. But we won't really go there, but too much. But yeah, I really enjoyed it. It was great.
Awesome.
Fucking killer band, Pentagram. Yeah.
Now, I'm used to you being behind the drum kit, and Weed is Weed, you were actually on guitar. Well, what is that like for you? Do you like playing guitar better, or different?
I don't really have a preference. I started on drums when I was 7. And I picked up a guitar. Of course, being the drummer in the band members would leave their equipment there and this, that, and the other. So it's like as soon as they left, I would pretty much, check out the guitars and play the guitars. So, I started playing guitar when I was 15. And, I love music all around. I play guitar, I can play bass, piano, violin. That's what I do for a living. I teach, but I don't really have any preference when it comes to either playing guitar or drums. I mean, I really like to get my my aggressions out back there when I'm on the drum kit. I'll just like, pulverize them.
Yeah.
And but I love playing guitar too, because I write music as well, and so being able to convey that, with melody, I really enjoy that. So I don't really have a preference. I love playing drums. I love playing guitar.
I believe the first time I ever met you, you introduced yourself as a guitar tech from Clutch.
Really?
Yes. Is that you? You did that at one point, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. That was.
He was on tour with them and Corrosion of Conformity, actually.
And I remember that exactly because Clutch was getting ready to go out on the road with, I forget who they were going out with. Yes, Spirit Caravan and COC. We had all, and Clutch had all toured together in the past. And, we all, Clutch, being from Maryland, we became really, really good friends. And I asked John Paul, I said, hey, could I go out on the road and tech with you guys, trying to pick up some work. And so I ended up going out on the road with them. And yeah, and like I was saying, I remember that because it was fucking 2011. It was September 11th. I'm sorry, 2001, September 11th, the day the World Trade Towers went down.
Wow.
And Clutch, I was going out on the road with Clutch like that very next day, I think it was, and I asked John Paul, I said, do you think this is still going to happen? Or, we're still going to go on the tour? And he's like, yeah. And that's why I remember that. I remember waking up in the morning and turning on the TV and seeing all the, the buildings burning and all the smoke. It was surreal.
I remember where I was at when I found out. It was a life-changing experience for everybody.
Yeah. I had a friend, a neighbor, that was working in the World Trade Center at the time, and he went outside to have a cigarette, and that's when the plane hit the building right after. So
cigarette saved his life.
Cigarette saved his life. A rare occasion.
Now we'll have all the cigarette companies using this interview.
And last but not least, Gary, what does the future hold for Gary Isom?
I'm just gonna rock till I drop. There's nothing else I'd rather do than play music, and I love the camaraderie of being in a band and the friendship and the bonds that are created between the members. Playing music together and this, that, and the other. I'm just gonna keep on doing what I love to do. It's a gift that I've been given, natural talent to be able to do this. So I'm gonna use it to the best of my ability, to make people happy. That's what it's all about for me. It's just spreading happiness through music. To people, to people who love music, and who doesn't like music.
Exactly.
So
everybody.
Weed is Weed. Our record officially comes out October 14th, which is in just a few days. I'm really looking forward to getting that underway. We're going to be doing some more shows, playing out more often. Hopefully, we can put together some tours. And I'm really happy about Weed is Weed. The drummer is a fucking monster. Sherman on vocals is really nice. And these are like guys who I grew up with from the neighborhood. I mean, I've been friends, neighbors with the drummer, Rob Coogan, since I was like 14 years old.
Wow.
So it's one of those things where you can be in a band with your friends. You know what I mean? I would rather be in a band with my friends than like be in some kind of fucking corporate cock rock shit that's like you can be in you got to be in LA blah 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 at this time, and this is your salary and la 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 la. Yeah. But you got to deal with some fucking megalomaniac singer, whatever, idiot, fuck all that shit. But yeah, as far as the future's concerned, I'm really happy about the Weed is Weed record getting ready to come out. I'm happy with the band. I'm really happy doing what I'm doing right now. And I just look forward to, getting it out there more and playing more often. Awesome. So more music, more happiness.
Right.
We've been playing Weed is Weed on Ben Zotti Live Metal Radio for about 6 months now. And I know we're going to be in Baltimore to check you out with 60 Watt Shaman. So, Gary, thank you very much for your time.
Thank you.
It's an honor.
Thank you. That's going to be a great show.
Yeah.
It's going to be a great show.